Hey everybody, good morning and welcome back to Blu-Roy Tales and Blu-Roy Movies. This morning we're going to do something slightly different. Cosmo's behind the camera, if you're wondering why it's wobbling about a bit, he likes getting on the action. I'm going to do 5 sets of 2 films that I think will make a great double bill. Now this idea was started off by Sam from Sammy G's World of Movies. Brilliant guy, brilliant channel. And Stuart George and a couple of others have taken up the reins and given it a go themselves. Stuart, again, brilliant guy, brilliant YouTuber. If not subscribed to them guys, hit them up because it's wonderful content. I'll put the links to both of those guys below. So let's crack on with it. I thought this was going to be easy. I thought I'd go over to the shelves. Yeah, that one and that one, this one and that one, that one. But no, I struggled with it a little bit and gave it some thought, which is very unusual for me. I'm going to be off the rest of the day with a headache, I believe. But there you go. Right, the first one. Now, if I'm going to watch a horror film, my favourite genre horror, sort of like spooky, supernatural. So I think Nicole Kidman in The Others and Bruce Willis in The Sixth Sense would make the perfect double bill. Both really spooky films, a lot of supernatural goings on, ones that stick in your mind. Both have a twist ending that are quite memorable, that in case there's anybody who haven't seen either film and you've managed to avoid spoilers on it, I won't say what they are, but they are both fantastic and both will make you want to watch them again to see why you didn't pick up on what was going on when you was watching it in the first place, if that makes sense. So this double bill could turn into a quadruple bill. Better get some beers in. Next up, you know that feeling, it's Sunday afternoon, work or the office is getting ever closer on Monday morning and you just want to forget about it. So what could be better than these two? The Rock, Con Air. Two absolute classic action films that come out within a year or two of each other, with Nick Cage. Rock got Sean Connery with him. Con Air, multi cast, John Cusack, John Malkovich. Brilliant stuff. So much cheese in here, you might want to go and grab some crackers out of the cupboard to go with them. But that would be a fantastic Sunday afternoon. Forget about the next week and get cracking with some brilliant action films. Absolutely wonderful. Next up for me, I've gone with the original, I think it's 50s Dunkirk. All-star cast, John Mills, Richard Attenborough, Bernard Lee, many more too. Absolute superb war story about the Dunkirk evacuation. And I'd follow that up with the modern day retelling from Christopher Nolan. Both tell the same story, but in completely different ways. This is more your linear storyline. It's very 50s. It's very British, stiff upper lip kind of thing. It's well acted. It's engrossing. It's a long film, but it flies by. This is a bit more stylised, as you can imagine, with Nolan. Fantastic score in it. Good visual treats. Personally, I like that best. But that's different. That's good as well. And it'd be an interesting double watch just to see the differences in the storytelling of the same event, like I say. It's Dunkirk. Next up, I'd go with the classic comedy film, Bill Murray, Andy McDowell, Groundhog Day, about a news reporter who's living the same day over and over again. Absolutely classic comedy, hilarious stuff, never gets old. And I would double that up with a similar theme but a completely different genre in Live, Die and Repeat, where Tom Cruise is battling aliens, and every time he dies he goes back to the same place where he started from. Just two really different ideas of the same concept to somebody living a time over and over again. I absolutely love both these films, and I think that would make a fantastic double bill. And lastly, I'm going to go with a brilliant Western, one of the all-time top Westerns, directed by Fred Zinnemann. I'll leave that in. Fred Zinnemann, starring Gary Cooper, Grace Kelly. High Noon. Gary Cooper's the sheriff of a town. He's got some people coming in to settle a score with him. He's trying to go around the town getting help, but nobody wants to help him. Everybody's too scared. So he has to tackle them alone. And I'd double that up with a retelling, but in space. Outland with Sean Connery. He works on, I think, if memory serves me right, it's sort of like a mining planet where they're doing mining. And there's some bad guys coming on the next shuttle to see off Sean Connery. Again, he's looking for help, and nobody wants to help him. Again, two similar ideas, two totally different films, but what a great double bill. So they're my 5. What do you think? Did I make good choices? Did I make a complete Horlicks of it? Let me know down below. If anybody's watching this video and thinks that's a good idea and wants to follow in the footsteps of myself, Sam and Stuart, please do so with a video, and I'd love to see what your thoughts are. Thank you again, Sam and Stuart, for coming up with this idea. Absolutely wonderful idea for a video. The cat's been a great boy all the time. He's not knocked over my camera, so I think he deserves a treaty. Cosmo! Cosmo! Treaty! Come on! Your treaty! Here he comes. All over the Blu-rays. What a guy. I'll catch you all later.